All right, this is my second video, and it is going to be on principles of utility and rape culture and why you can't use people like utilities. So, basically, people technically aren't utilities. I mean, they are, but we have feelings. And because we have feelings, we really can't, be used by other people in a physical sense, really only in a non-physical sense. Like, someone is a utility to me because they have a specific set of skills and they're helping me, but still, you can't really use them as a utility because you can't control other people. That would be unethical, kind of. But at the same time, like, people have value as property. But see, we have feelings, so we don't want to keep people as property because we don't believe in that in our society. Um, so here's where the whole rape thing comes into play. Um, Someone thinks someone's good looking, therefore they think they should be able to have sex with them. No, absolutely not. That's completely wrong. Pardon my French. That's total bullshit. No. And the reason why that's wrong is, well, you may see that as utility. It's not a utility that you can use. Um, and I don't really have another way to word this. It's going to sound really stupid. But people are not like utility companies. You can't. It's not like a pay for use in that situation. It could be. Um, that's a whole different topic that doesn't really cover this, because then people in that situation of prostitution really are utilities that are being used up. Um, However, in this situation, it's not a pay for play, so you, you can't use someone like you're paying for them without paying. That's wrong. And why it's wrong is because people have feelings. You know, this Mountain Dew bottle, no feelings. These meds, no feelings. This ticket from last week's Titan game, no feelings. None of them have any feelings. I have feelings. My rabbit, who I'm not getting out of the cage, he's got feelings. He knows what it feels like to be poked and stuff. Now, do I know if he like thinks and has feelings like that? No, I have no clue. If the rabbit is cognitively functioning, if the cat outside is cognitively functioning, I have no clue. They very well could be, but that's a completely different topic that I can't even divulge into because I honestly have no clue. I'm going to assume that yes, they probably have feelings and think, but honestly, their brains are so small that they probably don't, and that's life. But anyway, so the reason why I'm seeing that people being used as utilities and rape culture and how that all falls in together is because, so you have, group A of football players, and they see, Mary Sue, and say, well, the quarterback Johnny really likes Mary Sue, so you should be able to sleep with Mary Sue. No, you shouldn't think, well, I like someone, so I should be able to sleep with them. That's what's wrong in our society, is we're thinking, because I think this, I must be able to have it. And that's partially a fault of this generation, is that because we've been able to have everything at our fingertips instantaneously, I think it's a large part into why we have such a rape culture problem, because people want what they can't have immediately. Because they want what they can't have immediately, they go and try to take it without thinking. I think that it's part of an initial reaction, but we still shouldn't have that reaction take things. It'll be interesting later when I further this project, seeing if people that shoplift, people that rape, have any correlation with each other. But anyway, back to this. So I think, Johnny the quarterback thinks Mary the cheerleader is a utility and wants to use her. So he goes and gets Mary to a party and then brings all his buddies along to watch, because it's at her expense, not his. It's because it's not at his expense. She's being used. He's not being used. But it's when you're using someone. That term just sounds wrong. I'm going to use them. There was a song when I was like in high school, I think by Hinder, that was called "Use Me and I Like It," and I guess in this situation you could use that um, because the protagonist in the song is getting used by this woman and he enjoys it. However, it's not that kind of use. She's being used. She doesn't enjoy it because it's not consensual. And then when she goes to tell the police, Johnny the quarterback gets everyone to back him up, so she looks bad, and then her house gets burnt down, and there's that whole cover-up deal. But basically, what I'm trying to say is, people can only be utilities as far so as they let you use them as utilities. There has to be some type of agreement made to know what's right and what's wrong. If there's no agreement made, then you can't use people as utilities, which why not everything technically is utility. I mean, it is, because you could take anything you want illegally. But can you have what you want is the question. And that's the bigger question that we have to deal with here is, can you take what you want?